I feel like every time we saw them in the rifle v rifles, at least for a majority of those rounds, when they would convert them, they'd win them pretty cleanly, right? Like 2, 3, 4 players are standing, if not all 5. So
Yeah.
that's something I kind of expect to see on the CT side of a map like Overpass as well.
I'm actually really keen to see how aggressive they're going to be on the CT side here as well, considering they were super aggressive on the CT side of Mirage. But obviously, the CT side of Overpass is a completely different ball game altogether. And we're into the action here between ChocoCheck and Mythic. Into the pistol round we go. We're going to have numbers here towards lowers for both of the teams. You got Jazz Pimp with the Julies, so the Sheriff's in town. And we're going to have to see how much of an impact he's going to have here. He's going to have a chance to let the Julie sing. Does find the first. He spots the second out. He's got the info, but it's actually going to be the kills that come through for Mythic.
Exotic still lingers around towards the A bathrooms, and he hears all these footsteps coming up from Sands. Nobody clearing this out just yet. Sluggy, he's gonna go in. He can't let this go uncleared. One goes back for the CT side, looking for a second headshot. Flom's got the flank, but we're back to a 2v2. 1v1 separated across the board. And a nice one tap from Carson. Leaves it all up to the old guns of Flom. P250 in hand, and Carson says no. He had an absolutely insane game on Mirage, and he can already start it off strong on Overpass.
Oh man, you said it on Mirage. He was lights out, whether it was towards that mid-aggression or locking down the B bomb side. On the CT side in particular, Carson was a force to be reckoned with, and he's opened up his account here on Overpass, looking really good as well. Some clean taps coming through, even though Mythic actually end up in the better position with that exchange towards lowers. They're not actually able to convert the round. They're going to be forcing back in response, but it's ChocoCheck who open up their account.
Let's see if they can keep the accounts open and see if they can keep the tellers adding up some money in their favor, because they've got 3 MP9s to try and farm some extra cash with 2 FMOSs on the back of Turismo and Carson. And a good bit of util around. In fact, it looks like it's a pyramid, or at least it was along the CT side, but as that Molotov is thrown into connector, no, that changes. Exotic looks to swing in to get some info. Lex sits back on the Desert Eagle smoke to come up. So even though Exotic didn't necessarily spot him, still going to get the info that a player lingers around this corner. Finds the frag alongside Jaspimp, and the 2 men in connector look to lock it down. Mythic left in a 3v5. The Eagles, you can hear them raining off from the bathrooms. Flom brings one back, but still so many players to try and run through. Jaspimp's MP9 on 2 and picks up the second. And we can already see the CTs have established a pretty decent setup to go on here. Sluggy on 6 HP. Turismo holds. He'll get in his own head. That's what they're really relying on here, but it doesn't matter because we've got CJ the King coming up from the top of party to shut him down. It's J-Dubs in the 1v3.
Sluggy was just hoping to stay alive for as long as he could there to try and allow J-Dubs to come through and have an impact, but unfortunately J-Dubs has left his own devices, and he's going to struggle to make anything happen from this position. Yes, he's got Turismo down low, but he won't be able to have any further impact in the round. The Force Buy is dealt with pretty easily there by ChocoCheck. They keep 3 players alive as well. And now it's just about numbers going against the Eco. So, which team has impressed you the most so far here in this matchup, Ant?
I want to say ChocoCheck. I really do. Because, I mean, on most of those CT-sided rounds, again, like this all, obviously, it's because Mirage is so fresh in our minds, but they just looked so dominant in most of the rounds that they get converted, right? Like, it was either like night and day, whether Mythic could or couldn't contest the rounds, and it's like 50%, like, if not way more than that, the ChocoCheck won. Definitely were just like 3 or 4 men left standing. So, I mean, they're all hitting their shots. They're playing as a good unit. Now going up against the Eco, Mythic. This one's probably not going to go too far. Maybe a kill or 2. But for the most part, it looks like we should be seeing ChocoCheck keep things clean until this rifle comes out.
Yeah, it's just the Glock train towards long. It's not really a Glock train. There's not even a single Glock in the mix. All upgraded pistols charging their way forward. They're going to go straight through the smoke here. Carson on the opposite side. He's actually not even going to be good for a single kill this time round, Ant. But his teammates certainly will be. All the frags end up coming through here for the CT side. So the first kill to Carson is going to be the only kill Mythic are able to pick up. Unless J-Dubs can innovate something further. Nah, he'll be taken down by Exotic. I think, you know, you're talking about ChocoCheck in general. I think Exotic and Carson have been the 2 standout players for the team. And I'll throw an honorable mention for CJ in there as well.
Of course, standing in for Rico today. He's making his weight worth in gold on this ChocoCheck roster. And
yeah.
Doesn't look like they want to stop anytime soon. Early in days, they're bringing out the AWP. And, you know, Exotic, already at the top of the server by a long shot. 7-2 coming into the 4th round. Averaging 200 ADR in these first couple of them. Let's see if he can keep that scoreline going. Carson, though, leading the charge. Good flash from both teams. They've all been spotted out. Who comes out on top? Looks like it's the side of Mythic. 2 kills go back. Jasmine brings 1 into their hands, but still a lot of work to do. In the sense that they still have to take fights in connector. Lex Spamming through the doors, finds a kill, and now it's up to Exotic and Turismo. Maybe if they would have brought that kill back, there was a chance, but should just be Mythic exploding onto what should be a free A-bomb site. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a big kill. It was a bit problematic. I thought ChocoCheck's round was already over, but Exotic, what on earth is going on? He's been able to find another. Flom could be a victim here as well. Exotic has forced the issue. He's found the kill onto Flom as well. Exotic single-handedly, he pulls his team out of the fire, and he's given them a lifeline here in the round. It should have been done. It should have been dusted, but now it's Lex with only 24 health. He has to clutch 1 versus 2. He was just looking at the kill feed. He heard AWP shot after AWP shot ringing off across the opposite side of the map. And each time a shot got fired, his kill feed was populated with the kill. And it was his teammates that lost their life on each occasion. So now he has to pull it out the bag.
Turismo just sitting, waiting for something to happen over towards A, waiting for the bathrooms peak to come in. And even if Lex opts to try and clear out front bath, even if he looks all the way towards the flower pots, he won't spot Turismo. And again, only 1 bullet has to connect for this round to go in the favor of ChocoCheck. Somehow, some way, from the depths of the absolute infernos, this round is almost impossible for Mythic to win. And now you can even see him going in towards Bank. Turismo gathering all this information for the retaking in, or rather, the rotating in Exotic, posting up on the off. He spots him out in Bank. The Molotov will deny him entry back into the bomb site. He's pinned in, but he's able to find a frag. Turismo just sticking in a fuse. I don't know if this has been heard. The Molotov phase.
Oh, no.
Through it, but it's still burning. Exotic's Molotov. Wait, what the hell? That went through the floor.
Wait. Exotic's Molotov was so far away. You're right. It went through the floor, Anthran. But it wasn't even just like right underneath. It goes through pure concrete. And that could actually be a difference maker, you know, because there was actually still a second left on the defuse. Lex could have had a chance to shoot a few bullets into the smoke there. You never know, maybe he wins the lotto and connects on the instant headshot. So that's actually massive. I'd love to get a replay of that and actually go and see what happened. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury right now. Exotic with the AWP. What a massive round from him, Anthran. He even gets the final kill from the grave.
4th round, now 5th round of the game. He's got 11 kills, and he's not even looking to stop anytime soon. Posted up in front bathrooms, man. To say Exotic is a star player would feel like it's an understatement at this point. Jazzpimp into support from the front bathrooms region. And here's a couple of players making some audio cues now, walking down connector. ChocoCheck can rotate accordingly for it, as they have 3 players to stack up on B. Turismo, CJ, to King, and Carson. Jazzpimp taking a couple of bullets in front bathrooms, now looking to sway away. He's got Exotic right beside him, so they try to push him down. They may walk into the same fate they found in the last round.
This is a bit awkward right now for ChocoCheck, because they don't actually have anybody on the A-bomb side at all. And Mythic, they've got a free path there on towards that A side. Of course, they wouldn't know that. Jazzpimp has got aggressive, and he's got Flom making his way there as well on the angle. You reckon Jazzpimp wins this? But no, because he steps out, it actually means that Flom's able to win the gunfight. Now it's on Exotic to get that frag back. He has no trouble at all. Clean flick to finish off Flom. And now the attention shifts towards the B-bomb site.
Carson, man, he's gotta just drop the smoke at his feet. The Molotov, it burns in his face. Carson still picks up one, though, as they come sprinting out of bridge. He's got CJ behind him. No way! They just shut it down! Mythic, no answers for ChocoCheck. The rebuy proves to be fatal, as it's a 5-0 lead for the defense.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. ChocoCheck, they get themselves into another really good position there. Exotic continues to frag with the AWP. He's up to 12 kills here in the first 5 rounds. And, yeah, Mythic, they're struggling at this point. They are struggling. Whether it comes to the execute or just, you know, the initial map control game, they're losing numbers. Bit of a quasi-buy here. Yeah, they've invested a bit of cash into the round. Let's see what the plan's going to be.
I don't think you can plan around Exotic, man. He's just consistently hitting shots! Oh, man, it looked like even blind that shot was dead on. Jazzpimp finds 1 shot, keep raining off. They know the up is here, but it's the M4s that are really doing the dirty work. 3 come in for Turismo, and 6 come in for ChocoCheck, only dropping JP in the process.
Oh, man, that's going to be such a massive boost to their economy. That's going to give them the buffer they've so desperately wanted here on Overpass, and means now if ChocoCheck lose a round, it ain't the end of the world, because they'll be able to full buy in the next. And now it's time for Mythic to start to show what they've got in the bag. Because the T side, well, it's not like the rounds have been incredibly close, have they?
I mean, no. I mean, with the exception of that 1 round, it was like 3-0, where Exotic gets a massive 4K just to bring it back out of absolutely nowhere for ChocoCheck. It's all been like 4 or 5 players staying alive for the CT side. And look at this. We talked about the aggression being a factor, and it'll continue to play a role. Flom, thankfully able to get away alive, but not without ChocoCheck now wielding full control of Fountain. The issue is, there's only one on B, and this kill all comes down to what Turismo can do. Finding Jojo aggressing on short puts things in a 5v4, and Mythic looks to push the picture at B. All 4 of them grouping outside of Monster. Rotations need to come in. Jaspimp, though, caught out, could change the plan for Mythic.
Wow, what a ridiculous round going on right now. Obviously, Mythic know they have to commit to this B bomb site because they've lost full topside control. They've lost ramp. They don't have anything in lowers. And I actually can't stress enough how big that kill is that comes through from Turismo to take Jojo down. Because if Jojo pushes up short and he finds that kill, Mythic probably just win the round off the back of that because they get the B bomb site. Carson gives a bit of an audio cue away. Oh no, Lex, oh no. He's actually going to be able to make sure that he restores the advantage into his team's favor. Flom spots it out another, but Turismo continues to frag. That should be the information. Because he sees one player cross, Turismo gets the kill straight away, so they should know both the players are there. And in fact, Turismo is not going to be hanging around. Unfortunately, it's the wrong call because Mythic are still going in towards this B site.
CJ drops a flash. No, Turismo is going to stick around. They double back. 30 seconds to go. And they've read Mythic like a book. Can they find the kills? There's an AWP and an AK to run through. Sluggy clears out Pit. Can't find the frag. Neither can Bum. CJ shuts it down. Choco yet to be touched, to be contained, to be tested on the defense.
Man, oh man, that was a pretty close round, but still Mythic can't break the barrier. We see this relentless aggression continuing to come through from ChocoCheck in towards Fountain. Yes, they don't find a kill, but they get so much map control off the bat. And as I said, I actually can't stress enough how big that first kill is from Turismo. You know, all the focus is on that aggression towards Fountain. Mythic respond by trying to get into B because they know that there has to be pretty weak on that bomb site. But unfortunately, Turismo finds the kill, stops them in their tracks, and it all unravels from there. And now it's going to have to be another eco with a couple of hero AKs, man, because they're not finding bomb plants in these rounds that they're losing. So even though they got that max round loss bonus behind them, it's still not enough to subsidize the buy in every single round here.
Yeah, this is actually kind of insane right now to see from ChocoCheck, right? Remember, like, their CT side on Dust 2, it was lackluster. It was absent. It wasn't there. And Mythic got what? Was it like a 12-3 lead? Yeah. And now, the flip side of things, the CTs for them, they've turned on their heads, though. J-Dub, speaking of heads, he's going to connect onto one with the Desert Eagle, looking for another connector. Like, is he going to walk all the way into water right now? It doesn't look like they're weary for this. Carson splash to go into the top. Jojo picks up one. TJ the King continues to put the crown on his head and connector. It's a 2 versus 2. Turismo looks to pick up some map control in water.
God.
In front bathroom. Flum not ready for this to come in. It's all up to Sluggy in the 1v2. And Turismo knows where he lies. He's ready and waiting for him to push in. And the pre-fire is good. What do you do against this haze?
I don't even know what the answer is. Mythic have tried so many different options, but they're just losing their lives at each turn. I think it's time for them to completely slow down proceedings here. Give ChocoCheck the control off the bat. Maintain all your util, and then just try and retake off the back of that. We maybe see like a late ramp take coming through with flashes off the back from T-Spawn, you know, securing top control, force them back into the A site. Then you pincer into lowers where ChocoCheck are constantly having numbers as well, but they need to actually, I think, just give up the early fights here in the round because ChocoCheck are constantly getting these early advantages.
Uh-oh. Is going to be a super fast B play from Mythic, and ChocoCheck won't be able to respond in time. Carson, he's got no way into water, but it's really all up to Turismo, who thankfully is able to find a kill. Flash is good, or no, it's not, but the spam, it's better. Carson, fine fun, looking for the second. If the molly spread's in the right place, it'll find a kill, but it's CJ to pick it up. Now it's a 2 versus 4 once more. Flank comes in from Blom in water, but Carson, he's just on point right now. Sluggy, the full buy, to do anything, and Exotic denies. 9-0 pace. Dude, like...
I mean, and is
what's
this
the answer?
Is this the same ChocoCheck team we saw on Dust 2? Like, are we sure?
I was gonna say.
Are we sure? Are we sure? Because it doesn't feel like it is. This ChocoCheck team is looking so sick. Exotic's aim is incredible. I mean, as you said, Carson's looking so dialed in right now, man. Like, his aim is looking so goddamn crisp, and his aggressive plays are working out really well. Mythic, well, at this point, they're just banging their heads against the wall, man. They're going to commit to the B site once again. Through the molly as well. Oh my god. You know what, this is the white flag, and this is the white flag. They're signing an amnesty. They're giving up.
Hayes.
Yes, Antran, that's my name.
Scoreline says 10-0. but like
It's 16-0, isn't it?
we've Taze, you can't say that, man. Now you ruined it. Now Mythic are gonna crit it first. Good job. But no, what I was gonna say is we've been on the mic together for some time. Every single time I see, an Overpass team, they go for a B rush through a monster smoke. You know what? What happens, Hayes?
Have we actually seen it work out once in every single one of our casts?
No, we haven't.
I feel like, I'm not joking. I'm not even like just saying that for exaggeration. I actually feel like it's been shut down every time. Jojo, oh, we can't actually shut down Carson. Nothing working out here. Finally, Lex is able to pick up a double. Oh, there we go. All the kills come through from the T side. Yes, Anthran, you know what? Because I went and opened my mouth, that's why Mythic have been able to get some kills. It's crazy how much power I have. I'm sorry, sometimes I forget.
2v4, they're still going to look to continue out towards B. Carson to deal with Jojo. Hasn't cleared for it. 1 kill comes in, make that 2. And now, Exotic, a real chance here in the clutch situation. But it's the first chance Mythic have at potentially putting a round on the board. Flom, alongside the teammate of J-Dubs. J-Dubs, one of the best players on this Mythic roster. This is going to be almost an insurmountable task for the Opera of Exotic, looking to get himself his 15th of the game. Into the 11th round as Flom's posted up on the AWP, ready for the peak to come in, and he's gonna find the kill. Mythic, it's about damn time they get on the board on Overpass.
Welcome to the scoreboard, right? Like you say, it's about time. 10-1, ChocoCheck have had their way so far in the half. But the one thing I will say is they're going to be investing all their cash coming into this round. So if Mythic can finally start to find some momentum and come to life here, I mean, they could still finish this half 10-5, which would be a whole lot better than what things were looking at 10-0.
Yeah, the problem is ChocoCheck, after going on that absolutely insane 10-round lead, leaves Mythic in a situation where it's like, you either win or it's just mileage for this season. Jasmine, though, giving up the kill, maybe even 2, as nobody's got their guns out right now. J-Dubs,
oh my God,
through Monster. And once again, it's up to CJ to King and Exotic. Carson burns to a crisp. And I don't think he even spotted out CJ, so he's got a chance to find a kill or 2 on this bomb site. Exotic, not yet in on the rotation, but as soon as he hears footsteps, he's just going to tell him to come in. Why not throw the stack this way? Or maybe it's just a game of getting kills. Jojo, Flom, behind the smoke. 1 kill comes in. Flom trades. Okay, could have gotten scary, but yeah, now it's just a 1v3 for the Opera and Exotic, and they know it's a save coming in, so maybe he's just going to go for it, because why the hell not? Smoke clears, and he finds the headshot of Sluggy. Oh, man. Flom and Lex trying to deny it. B hopping out through graffiti. The scope, I believe, is heard, and Flom's going to tuck behind the sight boxes.
Oh, no.
Maybe not far enough in, because we're down to a 1v1.
No,
he knows Lucky's on short. He sees the shot. He pulls out the smoke, and Mythic win the 1v1. The team ace to get themselves a second.
How big are Lex's balls, man? He's in the 1v3 with his teammates. He loses them both to Exotic Orp, who's just been dominating this entire series so far. And he says, you know what? I'm just going to step this man. I'm not going to wait for him to try any shenanigans, tapping the bomb, forcing me out, smoking me off. Nah, I'm just going to step him and get the kill. Man, oh man, Mythic. Antran, there's a very slight pulse right now. A very slight pulse.
It's beaten, though. And how long will he be beating for? His Flom is blinded up, taken down by Jazz Pimp. The Fountain Rush once again catches them off guard. And a huge opener is going to help them out. Give them another weapon to work with here. This is a half by Mythic. They can't drop this one, man. They simply just can't. It's not starting off. No kills coming in for the CT side. J-Dubs, razor thin margin, but able to stay alive, and things get worrisome for the ChocoCheck squad as they're back to an even 4v4. Lex gonna flank in connector, and he should be the thorn in the side that ends this in the favor of Mythic CJ. Knowing none the wiser of what's going on, JP still in connector on that UMP. Lex gonna get caught off, so we're still in a 3v3, and damage dealt to a couple of these players could lead them to lean in towards a retake potential, but maybe not. Sluggy, again, like, they're all just so low. And Exotic looks to have some renewed confidence in with a Molotov to go at Monster. Jaspimp running up from short. Sluggy, if he falls, it's a completely different round. But once again, it looks like Mythic are going to be able to come away alive for the 3rd round.
Oh, Exotic trying his best right now, making his way forward. He doesn't actually know that both of the players are towards the ramp right now, and it looks like he's just going to call it a day and take the AWP into the next round. I think he might just survive the explosion here. Yeah.
Oh, Sluggy died.
Sluggy doesn't, however. J-Dubs, yeah. Okay, but Mythic are like, they're doing the most right now just to make sure that they have some sort of a fighting chance to head into that second half, right? 10-3. Another full gun round here for ChocoCheck, and this is really the gun round that sort of determines Mythic's fate here on Overpass.
does, but it's funny to say that this half still is not the most dominant we've seen today. That's kind of funny.
That's true.
And
I mean, it
crazy
could
to think
equal
about.
it.
They still could, right? But as of how it's, like, with the outlook of it right now, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, quite frankly.
Yeah, true. Quite a passive stance coming out from the CT side, right? Like, this is the most passive we've seen ChocoCheck at the start of a round. It doesn't look like it's going to be for much longer. You're going to see some aggression coming through here towards short, but Jojo able to get around the corner just in time. Oh my god, it's another flash play coming through. The lineup is there. He's going to be able to get one. It does CJ, but J-Dub's coming through from Monster's able to get a kill as well. He could be finding some more here as well, you know.
Carson's gone undetected. They're going to double back down towards B, thinking the site's wide open for the taking.
Oh, no.
Carson! Oh, he gave a shot off. Jojo, doesn't matter.
What?
Falls. They're not ready to take care of him. And now it's a 1v2 for Lex. Once again, no util. He does have 100 HP to rock with bomb potentially in recoverable distance, but as soon as Carson jiggles over here, Exotic's going to be called in on the rotation.
Oh my
Bring
god.
in the horde, the reinforcements to try and stop Lex from getting away, but now recovering the bomb. He could double back towards A if he does so, please. 35 seconds, timer running thin, though. And with every second he wastes, it's going to start to trap him into this B play. Carson, not even going to think of giving him this.
Oh, no.
Actually spotting out the tippy toes. Exotic going to go in for the secret monster. Uh-oh, pulling out the USB. Oh, 1 HP on Lex. And thankfully, Exotic finds the kill, man. The headshot comes in and ChocoCheck back to winning ways.
I can't handle this. 11-3. ChocoCheck keep one man alive. As you say, they win another round. Did you see how crazy heightened Carson was there on that B bomb site? There's a flash that comes over from Monster, and he just doesn't even, he's just like instant reaction is to just rattle off a shot because he thinks that's somebody in his peripheral vision, man. So like, he was just so damn heightened and twitchy. Oh, 11-3. Carson doing the most along with Exotic. What a goddamn amazing half this has been between the two of them. 35 kills between them in 14 rounds, Anthran. That's a lot of kills, man. And Carson's not done here either.
But this is 11-3. They're going to be 11-4 at the very best for Mythic. I mean, there's a lot of everything, but not a lot of success for Mythic to go with in this game. Okay, that's successful, though. J-Dub's, nice little 1D. 3v5, we've seen these converted by ChocoCheck before, but will ChocoCheck turn to ChocoChoke? Let's find out. Exotic brings one back, 4v3.
Yeah, he's generally been that man to try and, you know, as you mentioned, ChocoCheck have been in some of these positions before, and Exotic's been one of the players to bail them out of these situations. And in fact, Mythic, well, finally reacquainting themselves with the opposite half of the map, Anthran. We've seen them going B pretty much for the past 6, 7, 8 rounds in a row. And actually, the A call is the correct one here when you look at the setup that ChocoCheck are employing.
Yeah, and Turismo has been incredibly successful when he's playing these off angles, especially up towards A. He's all the footsteps coming up. He's got to turn around. Exotic.
Oh, wait.
Not able to find the kill. Turismo, he's got to go big here. Finding one, denying the bomb. Allows rotations to come in. Carson, he's got time to move up. Sluggy going to try to go in to get the 1v1, and he'll take it to the bank. Now it's up to Carson. As I said, the rotation was given some time, but clearly not enough. Because if that bomb goes down, it's almost unwinnable, I feel, depending on how they play this. Lex not opting to go back towards bathrooms just yet. There's 1v1s to be had here, especially if he takes down Slug it long. He's the meat of it, and okay, yeah, the jiggle's not gonna help him out. Mythic at least ended off on a high note, right? 4 rounds going into their defensive side, though ChocoCheck looked pretty keen to close this one out.
I like the off angle there that Sluggy holds towards long. You can see that the crosshair placement from Carson was to clear out the deep angle behind the truck, so you know, he doesn't put his crosshair at all where Sluggy is. So nice kill ends up coming through there from the Mythic player, and that means that Mythic make it an 11-4 halftime scoreline. So I'd say that's probably the bare minimum for them to have a fighting chance heading into the second half. But the pistol round is still of utmost importance, right?
Yeah, if Mythic want to prove that they can do anything to come back into this game, this is a must-win. This is a must-convert. Really no other way to dance around it. ChocoCheck at this, and even if Mythic win the force buy, maybe a couple of buys in there, mixed in, this should just be done, right? I mean, ChocoCheck, they had a pretty decent start on Mirage from what I can remember, at least, you know, a couple of rounds going back and forth before they actually started to kick into high gear. Didn't they end that half, 9-6, potentially even more dominant if Mythic didn't pick up a couple of cheeky rounds? Am I right there?
I think it was 10-5 on Mirage.
I was gonna say, yeah, still dominant in the favor of ChocoCheck.
It was actually 9-6. Well done, Anthran. Yeah, 9-6 on the half. And then they finished it off 16-13 after Mythic had a solid showing on their T side as well, right? Now we shift into the CT side for Mythic. And listen, neither of these teams have actually looked great on their CT sides in this whole series. Like, both of these teams have actually found, on the maps they've won, they've pretty much won it on their T side. So what I'm saying is, if that trend continues, then yeah, ChocoCheck have done a really good job to find as many rounds as they have on the CT side.
This is just a scary ChocoCheck like team to go against. I love how I come into the series almost like after the first half of it, and I go, yeah, there's a Mythic that looks to probably take one of these spots and head into the main event. Yeah, I'm really eating those words.
Oh, it's true. I mean, they've pitched up here and they mean business, right? They mean business. Gonna be getting into this final pistol round of the day. We started off with a game much earlier.
Triumph ATK.
Yeah, ATK versus Triumph it was indeed, and that was Triumph who won 2-0 off the back of two pretty closely contested maps. 16-11, 16-14. Yeah, fair enough. Let you get that one in there. Then we moved into ChocoCheck versus Mythic. Yeah, fair enough. And, well, Mythic dominated the first half. They went up 12-3 on Dust 2. They won the map 16-9. They nearly made a comeback happen on Mirage, but ChocoCheck got the job done there, 16-13. So now we find ourselves in the decider. 11-4. ChocoCheck in a really solid position right now.
Yeah, they still want to try to convert this pistol. They don't want to let it get too far to hand. They don't want to let Mythic find a leeway back into this game, / this round, / this series. Well, going to be taking their business over towards B, all 5 of them, in fact, with the bomb on the back of Turismo. A little bit of info goes a long way for Mythic, as it's going to be a quick B play now, this time going out through Monster. Not a smoke in their way, and maybe this will prove to be successful. You'll see why you shouldn't go through the smoke. Lex picks up the headshot back to a 4v4 as they continue to try to push down these players in pit. Sluggy and J-Dub's dynamic duo picking up kills back and forth. The rotations have been able to make their way into the bomb site. Jojo tags up. Sluggy falls to 19 HP.
There we go.
Still got something to say in the round. It's 1v3 for Turismo and Mythic. All right, that's what they needed to get back into the game. But can they take it the distance? Well, let's find out. Full investment comes in. ChocoCheck, I'd be surprised if they bring any buys into it, right? 2K a player. They, you know, with the loss bonus coming in, they're going to be getting, I believe, 2,400 in the next round. Get those AKs, get yourselves armor, util across the board. Don't really allow Mythic to get back into the game because of force buys, because of, you know, just rounds where you shouldn't necessarily be investing. 4 Deagles, maybe just to try and do some damage to this Mythic defense, right? They find 3 kills, drop a couple of these rifles. That's something that Mythic aren't going to be able to bring back up into the next round. You can see the full investment. It's costly. 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 100, 150. Not much money to go across the defense of Mythic, so this round is all the more meaningful depending on how many kills come in. J-Dub's tagged down early into it, down to 49 HP. It's actually 5 Deagles across the board. I thought we saw somebody sticking to the Glock, but no, Turismo at the very last second out there to bring in the 50 caliber pistol. ChocoCheck actually have not been contested too far into this one, right? They've been given a lot of map control to try and maneuver around with, and with only 2 men standing towards A, maybe that's something to keep in the back of your minds, though Flom opens it up with the headshot onto Exotic, and instantly ChocoCheck look to take their business back towards the B bomb site. They started well with the kill onto, I believe it was Lex, when they came out of Monster. So maybe they can find some repeated success. Again, goal here for ChocoCheck, 3 kills. Deny some rifles to be saved into the next. But with 45 seconds to go and as that smoke fades, they're all going to come charging into the bomb site. The question is, how well is it going to pan out? Deeg shots heard across the map. J-Dubs finally falls, but it looks like only 1 kill is going to be going the way of ChocoCheck. The decode doesn't do as much damage as they would have liked, though. It'll still be a full investment heading into the next. I hear you.
11-6, Antran. 11-6. And it's going to be the first full gun round here of the second half. Let's see what ChocoCheck have in store for us. AKs across the board.
Yeah, it looks like, again, they're going to be leaning towards this B bomb site. So far in the early interactions towards this half, they've been very confident, or rather, very keen on testing out what's going on this side of the map. J-Dubs walks into water, sits in the corner. There's a boost in from Flom and Sluggy as well. A nice little established setup here. There's actually 4 players on B for Mythic. Very interesting.
Yeah, this is an aggressive hold, as you say. A bit of a stack going up there with the boost and the one player in towards the position itself. We're going to see the push coming through. Oh my god, what on earth is that shot from Carson? He hasn't been slowing down at all. Eventually, he will be put down. And off the back of this, it actually looks like ChocoCheck are going to be reconsidering their alternative options. They ain't committing to this B-bomb side any day soon.
Good for them, too, because, I mean, there was 4 players there to start off with. Flom taken down. And we're back to a 4v4.
So much.
Rotations going both ways, but it's a 2-on-2. They've actually strung rotations thin, and Exotic looks to work to pick out a monster. First man leading the charge. Gonna be contacting up. As you said, you like it, I like it, but let's see if ChocoCheck like it. Well, that'll be proven by the success they find if they're for any 40 seconds to roll with, and they've still yet to use any util. The problem is they've only got the one smoke. So now that I realize that, I can understand even much so more why they've gone for this contact play. A dink comes in, but no frag off the back of it, so the rotations will come down. Bridge smoke inbound, and the smoke should be allowed to get down on the bomb site. Or the bomb, rather.
Yeah, let's see if it's going to be the case. There's still a player here, Lex. He lies in wait. The plant will be found here. Turismo keeping his teammate alive. Oh my god. Lex has been just patiently waiting for an opportunity, but it's not going to end up happening for him. ChocoCheck are on the board here in the second half as they win the gun round. And there isn't enough cash in the bank here for Mythic to actually buy up in response. So this is 13-6 written all over it.
Yeah, Mythic, looks like their luck strung thin here is now. It's going to be back to the pistols, back to square one. And as you said, back to ChocoCheck getting some 1 rounds, right? I mean, it stands the test of time, that rifle that comes in after 3 are converted. But hey, you know, Mythic, I mean, they put up a good fight, I guess.
That's true. That is true. I mean, there's still a chance for them. It's not over yet. They have a timeout here to discuss how they want to approach this eco round. Maybe they can... okay, it's not an eco round. Why would you call it an eco round, Antran? They're investing everything they've got.
I don't know why I would say that.
It's okay. It's been a long day of casting for you.
Has it?
Well, you casted a series before this. Now you casted 2 best-of-3s.
Yep. And then I gotta be up in 4 hours' time for another 2 best-of-3s. Then, from that, it's another, like, 4 or 5 hour nap.
Okay. Well, don't nap here on Mythic, because this round could actually determine the outcome of the rest of this map.
Very well could, right? Mythic, if they can't convert here, ChocoCheck in March to 14 before Mythic can say anything back in reimbursement. So far, it looks like that may be the storyline here. Unless J-Dubs can bring one back. He spotted out 2, but
oh no,
in the front, picked off himself. A little bit of a love tap in from Sluggy, still able to bring 1 kill back. Completely blind, takes another. The name of Carson's been dropped off of the map. Jojo on the mag 7 on the flank.
Oh my
and
god.
Things have gone completely south. ChocoCheck find the first kill past it. It's only Mythic, baby. They look to get 7.
Man, Mythic are well poised. They set up well to deal with the aggression coming through towards the speed bomb side from ChocoCheck, constantly just shutting it down, at least in this occasion. As you say, after they lost the first pick, it looked a little bit dicey. It seemed like ChocoCheck wanted to just commit into that B bomb side head first, but in the end, they lose their lives, and it was actually looking really awkward for the defense initially. So yeah, quite surprising that Mythic are able to keep 4 players alive.
Maybe he gets a couple of kills back, though, right? I mean, it's still about mitigating the damage that's dealt by the Mythic CT side. Flom sits close on the Deagle. It looks like CJ's weary of this, but Sluggy, oh my lord. Honestly, look,
I know.
Hear me out.
I saw that
finds
as well.
those 2 kills. You got J-Dubs. It's a 1v1. We ain't got to worry about it. Mythic, they mount themselves on 7. Still a 5-round gap, but ChocoCheck, that lead's starting to decrease rapidly.
Wow. I mean, it is starting to decrease. The deficit is now just 5 rounds, and it's going to be an eco here for ChocoCheck as well, so it should be 4. Got the Hero Galil here for Jazz Pimp, AK in play as well, but it's actually, I can't actually stress enough what a big round that is for Mythic to win, right? Because if they lose that, it's 13-6, no money, 14-6, probably game over at that point. But they get the job done, so they continue to fight back here and Overpass in the series as well.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay,
oh my god. Lordy, that's a big grenade.
Flash to come in, though. Let's see what they can find as 4 of them group outside of B. Jojo. Oh, no. Well, rest in peace, ChocoCheck, or maybe not. Don't tell me I'm proving wrong in a round like this, man. CJ gets a kill, traded by Sluggy. Gets to actually get onto the bomb site itself, but now it's going to be all up to the defense of J-Dubs. Flom's even coming on the rotation. That could have gotten scary there if the kill comes in. Jasper. Oh my god, Flom! What the hell was that?
He shoots the Jazz Pump. He shoots a Jazz Pimp and he kills Carson in the back line as well. You can't script it, man. You can't script it.
Okay, cool, awesome. That right there, that's a momentum killer. I promise you. Look, Flom, he likes to make videos on the events he plays in. They are definitely riled up in the Mythic camp after that one.
Yeah, that is a super sick double kill coming through from him. And as you say, that's going to be giving them a really big boost. There's going to be a fight here. J-Dub's getting aggressive. Actually going to lose his life out to Turismo. Man, there's just been so much relentless aggression in towards water from both of these teams, putting so much stock in trying to maintain that part of the map. Oh.
Oh. Hello?
There we go. I was just waiting for that opportunity there. Flommy will find the kill. And Jojo finds Carson as well. So there's that man advantage already being rescinded and actually being put in the favor of Mythic.
Now you gotta start to worry about the scoreline. Now ChocoCheck have to start shaking up a little bit. Why? They're gonna be funneling out. I mean, there's no more room for them to come in unless Jasmine can pick up another kill. Hold on here. I may have counted this done and dusted, but the bomb soon to be planted is now up to a 2 versus 3. Nade goes deep into our CT spawn. Won't be finding anything, no. Flash is up. So is Lex and Sluggy. Lex coming out to find the quick kill onto Exotic. Now it's Jazz Pimp in the 1v3. Nice headshot to the first, but Lex to equalize with the 2-man spray down on the M4 and Mythic. They've mounted 9. Bomb plant was allowed, but again, as I was trying to say, Mythic, they're going to start to make ChocoCheck worry here because that gap is decreased to 3. They came into this half with 11 rounds, and so far they've only been able to convert 1.
Exactly. It was 11-4 at one stage. But in this half, it's 5-1 right now as Mythic are putting up a really solid defense. Built up a decent amount of cash here as well. Man, oh man, ChocoCheck, they're probably starting to sweat at this point. And they're going for... Okay, no, it's just a hero AK. They got that max round loss bonus behind them, so they're able to invest a bit deeper here, I suppose.
I guess, but you're going to need a bomb plant.
I mean,
they're gonna go running out B for it. No. Okay, well, it sort of worked once, I guess. Molotov to burn out Lex's position. He's got to smoke it out. CJ comes down and can find the after the smoke. Knife gets pulled out, but Lex standing back to be able to take care of CJ. And yeah, no, as I said, never works. Turismo brings one back, but still, it's a swarm of Mythic players on the bomb site like ants, but it's still an absolute colony. 1v2 turns into Exotic. The shots are heard. The spam, it connects. Sluggy's got 4.
What?
Well, it was a little dicey. They get double digits, and now we're going to see another investment from ChocoCheck, but Exotic won't be able to get much because of that hero AK in the last round, minus no bomb.
That's true. Man, oh man, I mean, I can't believe that that Sluggy finds as much as he does there towards that B bomb site. It was looking really dicey at one stage. I mean, first of all, ChocoCheck lose 2 players, go down in the 5v3. Then they find 3 kills of their own, but Sluggy does the most to save the day for his team, 12-10. AWP in play here for Flom. No AWP for Exotic, as you mentioned. He didn't have the cash to work with. We're going to be seeing Flom getting boosted up here as they continue to look to contest water control. J-Dubs.
Backs away. Turismo picks one up. That looks like they're not going to maybe walk over towards B. Jojo, I believe he's still in connector, sat up on the angle. Door is open. No, actually, I believe he's backed away. Okay, I thought he was still here, but for a second I didn't spot him out on the minimap. Jasmine picks up one. Turismo keeps going. It's 2v5. And you know, Mythic, they've got no damn clue of what's going on right now. Is it going B? Is it going A? I don't even know. They're going to be running up towards bathrooms now with the bomb on the back of Exotic. It looks like they've finally been able to stop Flom. They must Flom have absolute farm. Flom nom picks up 2, but it looks like that's all he'll be.
Oh my god, dude.
One on B. Down to 58 feet.
I mean, there's a world where he actually gets the turn and burn there onto Carson and connects the no-scope, but he doesn't react quickly enough. 1 versus 2. Lex left to his own devices. There's actually no money in the bank here for Mythic, by the way. Oh my god, he's spraying Carson through the smoke. He does so much damage. And you can see he wants to save the AK here, man. Looks like he wants to take the AK into the next round and call it a day. He's actually faking as though he's saving right now, but he's got his goddamn knife out. Lex, you made the correct play, but you couldn't complement it with the correct decision. 13-10, ChocoCheck back to winning ways, and they've broken the CT side economy.
And it seems like it's all just thrown away at this point. Mythic, though, they go back in for the reinvestment. Uh-oh, Hayes. This is it. We said there was a white flag coming into the first half, but this may be a white flag right here. 3 of them fully invest down to $0. Jojo, last time we saw him on this shotgun, he picked up 1, but that won't be enough. Mythic, going into this force buy, you don't convert, you're giving up map, match, series point before you can even think to get the op. M4, util out.
Yeah, so much hinges on this round, Anthran. You're absolutely right. And look at the hit. It's coming through Monster. It literally couldn't be a better decision right now for the T side. There's no one to directly contest this right now. 3 players lie in wait towards Graffiti. Carson, well, he could end up farming them all. He's actually got the bomb on his back right now. Someone needs to feed that information through to him, and he will be committing to the plant. Oh, man. CJ, he's finding them all. My God. It's a bloodbath, and there's the force buy accomplishing absolutely nothing, Anthran. 14-10, it's going to be 15-10, and then, as you say, that's given away that free map match series, whatever you want to call it. It's all the points in ChocoCheck's favor.
Man, Mythic, for a second, it looked like they had this one in the bag. They were ready to make the comeback. It was 12-10. They had brought it the distance, but once again, they get it to the closest margin they could possibly be. One more rifle round victory away from denying ChocoCheck the victory. And now, well, it's the flip side of things. ChocoCheck, they start to pull back away with it, looking for a 15th. Mythic gonna deny with pistols? Maybe? No. Zodic picks up 3 on the AK. This one's just gonna be swept under the carpet here. 2 of them still alive in connector, a deagle and a USP to go, but Flom, he's gonna be having his head on a swivel here shortly. He's able to tuck into the corner before things get too far to handle with Turismo finding that kill. It's all time until ChocoCheck get themselves 15 locked on the board, and with the past 2 rounds not dropping a single player, they've got a pretty damn good buffer, even if Mythic look to convert into this one. Util, it's shot.
Apologies, guys. The HUD just literally stopped working for no reason whatsoever. Just disappeared off the face of my screen. So we're going to have to finish this game off with the default HUD. At least we've got a solution for now. But, yeah. It's probably better than having no HUD at all. So, 15-10. And Mythic will have to win 5 consecutive rounds just to take this into overtime, Anthran.
And once again, man, Carson's just going to contact out through Monster. This is such a sick play. Just dancing around the smoke. J-Dubs holding from the pillar. Lexus had been spotted. It looks like he wants to go for a little bit of an info play. Smoke, actually a mist in heaven. Still a lot of faith on Carson to get a kill or 2 here. As the smoke, the flashes, they all come barreling up. He hears the footsteps of 2 CTs, but so far no kills are going to come in. Carson just lingering around, trying to find one of these kills. He's just going to try to be a rat and distract Mythic away from the ultimate goal. Carson hears him running away, so he's just going to come back up through the smoke, finds 2. Maybe that's it. Flom brings 1 back, but Carson, he's got an open B bomb site bomb. Still needs to be retrieved. Sluggy brings 1 back. Jojo, oh man, 1 bullet's the difference, and it's up to him and Sluggy to deny the 2-1 in the favor of ChocoCheck. Up from the jump up, Sluggy gonna fall. That's the game. 16-10, ChocoCheck close it out.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. That's how it ends up.